Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are reviewing RNG versus Top. It's hard to find a good VOD, so we have this one with WOOOO in it. He's reviewing his own game, like his own team's game, because he's not playing early in the split. Let me just start Epic Pen and let's start off with the draft. So LPL is finally resuming, but they're playing online, so everyone's at in the comfort of their own home. It's a very rough situation over in China, right? And they're making the best out of it. So I'm super excited to see what is bound to come. So I don't necessarily know. Elise blue side ban. I think that's kind of. I know they're not at home. Obviously. Jesus. Senna blue side ban is alright. Ornn is open in all of this. Ornn doesn't get picked. That's kind of crazy. Ornn doesn't get first picked. Ornn gets passed. Set is first pick. That's the prio. That's fresh. This is 10.4. Keep that in mind. We're trying to learn about the LPL meta and what they discovered. So set first pick. Honestly, set first pick is pretty busted. Like I think, like people were clowning on set first pick, but I think it doesn't have counters in lane. Olaf is like these are Karsa specials, right? Karsa special bans. Senna blue side ban, Aphelios is open, Aphelios is not picked. That's crazy. So straight up here, enemy picks Sejuani Ornn, which is a crazy rotation, right? Usually teams would go Ornn Aphelios here. What's the point of not picking Aphelios? Instead they pick Sejuani Ornn and they give the enemy team the freest Trundle of their life. And I don't know what pick here that is hiding here. I don't know, so we just put a question mark on that. And then MF third pick. Yeah, set can be put kind of everywhere. It's just a strong champion all around, and his base stats are just too high. Like he on 10.4, he gets nerfed on 10.5, and I don't know if it changes, but set doesn't have a weak lane. He has like set has weaknesses in the sense that he has weaknesses that in games he can get kited and so forth. There are specific games where he might struggle, of course. So I don't know what AD carry pick here is hidden, but I imagine it's Aphelios. And then this is Tarik. Tarik picked into Leona. I like it, honestly. I think Tarik is really good into Leona, Nautilus, and all that jazz. Obviously, Leona can still win lane, but then afterwards, Tarik ultimate is so freaking powerful, and you can get away with a lot. And then we have a Sylas blind pick. That's some good stuff right here, man. Good shit. Like, you already have very strong ultimates, and Sylas blind with no bans for mid except Irelia is crazy. I've always felt like Sylas is low-key OP, and at least when I've played it myself, it is a high skill cap champion. Well, let's just Azir pick into Sylas. I think they're just picking Azir because the enemy team has low range comp. Yeah, I'm just reviewing this game because he showed draft in the order. Like, this doesn't have draft order. Okay. This is game 2, shit. Spoiler! Game 1. They banned Irelia because Irelia is good into Sylas. The whole idea here is that enemy... It's also... Like, if we compare the comp in the end, I think Aphelios should have been picked here. I think probably they were scared after 2 jungle bans. Maybe Kasa has a small champion pool. They just went straight to Sejuani because Sejuani is good into Lee Sin, and this is what he plays. They ban Irelia because of the synergy with Seju, and Irelia is going to be good here because enemy has high... like, already here, picking AD mid is much better than picking AP mid, because they are so AP heavy already. Like here Mercury is really strong. It's no life for X. It's all about the Sejuani pick. Sejuani here. The Sejuani pick here is huge. The issue here, I think, in this game is that RNG will get too much Mercury Treads value here. I just think picking Azir last is wrong. Here, Mercury's is gonna carry the game for RNG. And Betty's gonna run Cleanse. Cleanse gives so much value. Like Cleanse, Mercury, it's all so huge this game. And Tarik ult is very good into Ornn. And then topside is winning for RNG. Topside is winning for RNG. I just think Azir pick as last is wrong. I think they need to pick an 80 champ. Like legit just fucking go Lucian here. Go Lucian mid. I think you have to pick Lucian mid here. It's good into Sylas. You can win Sylas matchup. Good into the comp here. I get the point of Azir. You know, you can kite here. You can kite here well. But I think enemy will have too much value from MR. And especially in LPL, the games are very fast and decided early on. So I think with this in mind, Azir is weird pick. Like if this is your top side, you're counted by Mercury on top side. You have no potential at all on top side. I did watch them, and LPL had some fast games. You have to make the contrast LPL week 1 to EU LCS week 1, NA LCS week 1, and LCK week 1, Larlen. And LPL was still faster. If you compare LPL week 1 to LCS and LEC and LCK week 5 and week 7, of course there's going to be a vast difference. But now we're jumping into theoretically week 7 of LPL, right? Because I imagine that the teams have practiced. So that changes everything. So here, the whole game plan is, of course, scaling. They want to scale here, but I don't think they scale too well, honestly, because they are too magic damage heavy, I think. Azir reaching that point of 1v9ing is a bit too hard. Split, they're going to win. Set and of course, Sylas are going to win. Sylas instead are going to win split. Trundle gets super much value here. Top side of the map is going to be super good. Like Trundle has a dream game here. Really a dream game. And afterwards, would Corki be bad here for top? Well, Corki is really bad against Sylas. Like you lose the matchup too hard. And you don't have a jungler that can help you. Sejuani is bad. The only liability here is if top esports actually get some pressure onto bottom side, but I think they trolled really hard by not picking Aphelios third. They should have picked Aphelios here, second, and it would have been better. And that's it. That's the issue for me. I think RNG have a better draft, but then maybe in mid game, if they are even or ahead with this comp, it can get pretty dirty. Why is this game so good for Trundle? Because Trundle Pillar is very good against Misfortune, and enemy is full tanks. Leona, Sejuani, Ornn, all very good ult targets for Trundle. So that's the problem. So I just think RNG, if they get ahead early with their top side, or even if they get ahead on bottom, it's going to be very rough. But of course, if they manage to snap kill the Aphelios in a team fight or something, then it will be good. But I think Tarik ult is going to come down and Cleanse is there. So I think it's really difficult. I just think RNG have a better draft here because top esports rely too hard on bottom getting ahead here. Which is possible. And then later on, I think easily RNG can play on split. RNG can play on split. And then I think Trundle, Tarik, Aphelios is not a weak 3. You can easily deflect some hard engages. And nevertheless, we jump into the game. I think RNG just have a juicier draft. But you all know Ornn. Just as Ornn upgrading items, he doesn't have the best lanes to upgrade items with. So like upgrading Azir item will happen very late. Upgrading MF item will happen early, I guess. That's one. Sejuani also late. Maybe Solari later. Something like this. Uzi did not retire. He's taking breaks every spring, guys. Already big CS difference on top. He's catching a wave. 369. Standard stuff. Sejuani pathing into bottom side. Red into blue into Gromp. He's earlier on the river. Trundle has more efficient path, but Sejuani spots now that the Raptors are taken, so I think they should have the information. Here, if there is a possibility, especially it's very bad that RNG are trading so hard on bottom, because right now Trundle is pathing into top and they can get dove very easily. This wave is going to crash. Azi should have prio against Silas early levels, because Silas can't trade before 3. At 3 he did trade and chunked Knight out completely, so I think this is a mistake from Knight. Knight shouldn't be in a position where he gets screwed over, because he gets to control the wave early levels. Ornn caught up. Zed was just stacking a big wave. We couldn't see the wave, so. Boom. This is entirely okay. Like, honestly, first pick set, even though I like it and I said I liked it in this game, I would probably still go for first pick Ornn. I feel like first pick Ornn is still just more diverse. But here in this scenario, maybe they should have just went for an Ornn mid and picked something into set or something like that. Not sure what RNG are doing here, man. They get debated. This is honestly RNG forcing trades so hard early, losing all that HP when Sejuani is into bot, and then now when the wave bounced, Ming no summoners is terrible play. Very bad. Like, the wave was pushing into them. There's no reason to walk up so far, because he just got straight up caught. Oh, Trundle Pillar timed on Ornn E. Can you show that mainframe? Oh, it was a replay. It was a replay. Somebody's behind you. Don't say that. Ornn burn flash. The fun part here for Silas, if he manages to get Mercury, he can play however he wants in mid. And that's the key thing about Silas. Like, Silas needs to play very aggro. And Sejuani Azir doesn't have that much pressure in 2v2, especially after you buy Mercs on Silas. So with that being said, when Silas has Mercury, should be able to play very aggressively and enjoy. Now you go grasp. Nice stream. You go grasp when you expect to trade a lot. This is a better base for Aphelios or Hammer into Berserker Greaves. Oh! He blocked the E. He burned flash. Holy. I wonder if he ulted in the same frame, like if he E-E-R. Yeah, he did. And then he E'd into, like Knight E'd into Jahu. And then just a flash into Q. Where's the Silas maxing? Is Knight meant to be one of the best mid laners in the world? Occasionally he has games that make him look really bad. Jahu is very underrated by the community, honestly. Mechanically, Jahu is really insane. And I can assure you, RNG is not a team that keep people around just for the heck of it. But I feel like maybe Knight has time to get out. Because EERR should take too long time. But maybe Azir ult is good enough to cancel always. Maybe Azir always cancels. Because maybe you don't have enough time. Well, this was huge. Knight also flashed. Knight also will have to TP here. Zhao will keep his TP, and it's a difference here. The fact that Zhao will be able to keep TP and base for Mercury here is really huge. Like, you base for Mercury, he's fucking staying. He's eating plant. Oh, he's recalling so late. Maybe kill the pink. I didn't see. He didn't kill the pink, I'm pretty sure. Like, him recalling this late, maybe he needs to TP. But he's just gonna lose 3 CS. He should just walk. He didn't go Mercury, man. He just went straight up for Hextech Revolver. So RR. Need to test this if Azir can actually E out if he has a soldier ready, but maybe he will get, maybe the E will be cancelled by his R, you know? Okay, that's the Sylas TP that we were talking about. You know, it's very huge, the skill. It snowballs the whole game. Because Ornn is not going to be able to play aggressive. Ornn, Set already traded TP, especially after Ornn burnt Flash, and Set is happy to trade TP with Ornn and just commit to the lane. And then the only lane that can play aggressive is bottom. Sylas will have Prior now with his advantage, and this double kill on bot will be huge because Aphelios will base on BF here. BF money is so big here. Like, if he has BF sword advantage right now, he doesn't have BF sword. It's too little gold, I think. I think this is a Warhammer, maybe double dagger, double longsword. If he has BF, then okay, pickaxe. Went for the pickaxe. This is rough on bot. Rough on bot. Luckily, MF still has flash up. Azir got to recover a little bit. He got plating. But the lane doesn't get easier for top esports. Why is Uzi not playing? He always rests in spring for injuries and to not burn out. I don't like that pickaxe, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of strange. You want to go for Essence Reaver first most of the time. I haven't tried Aphelios first. You can just go double longsword. You miss 5 AD, I guess, but am I losing ult like this? Azir Sejuani, position to dive. I think RNG need to just contest mid prio always. Give Sylas blue and make sure that Azir Seju can't move on the map. Here Seju should stick around on bottom. I don't think... If Seju shows on mid here, it's very bad. I just don't think Tarik and Aphelios should be allowed to walk up here because they're giving up Herald, they give up all top space, and I think they are just too late for the Herald. Like, the Herald will be dead. Oh, very well played here. Very well played. Herald should be down, no? Herald should be very low. Holy. Look how tanky this Trundle is, man. This is a jungler, by the way. It's a jungler. A bit optimistic to fight. It's just tricky here. RNG get to catch the wave on bottom, and like here, at least if you trade Herald for diving bot and denying waves, and then you walk back into mid, then it's okay. But still, the team that gets Rift Herald here is at an advantage. Good defensive vision from Ming and Betty. They understand that they are going to be the ones always attacked. I don't think they should play for Prio. I think top esports only have opportunities on bottom side. Mercury's finish on set. He's going to be so strong. Mercury soon on Trundle. Mercury hopefully on Sylas. He doesn't give a shit. He went for Hextech. Well, I respect it, but it didn't really have an impact. Finished Protobell. That's also fine over going Mercury, right? People ban Victor against like Victor one tricks, you know. Like there are some players that are very heavy Victor players, like Selfie and Abedage. There's just some players that do well on Victor, and you just target ban, you know. I think Zoe wins Victor, but I might be wrong if there's some new developments in this matchup. I think Zoe should be favored. Okay. Yeah, Topizvos cannot contest topside. We said this in Champion Select. Ornn has TP. Maybe a 5v5 is the best hope here before Essence Reaver buy. They could also wait until Sylas ult runs out and they will have ult advantage, because Sylas already ulted Azir. Set is walking down without burning TP, that's also a good move. I respect it. Maybe Azir could die here if he walks up too far, because Xiaohu already has ult on. Holy, he's dead. He's dead 18 times. Very nice. Knight, honestly, trolling a bit this game. Axet has prio, he should be respecting this, and he came up behind him, and this is huge. Knight has Luden's Echo, which is also kind of odd. I think Nash's Tooth is so OP on Azir, but honestly I don't think any itemization choices would make a difference here. I wonder what the reasoning was to give up the Drake. Maybe it just felt because they used 2 ults that they can't. And Knight TP'd. Maybe they're happy to just trade it for Knight TP and walk away. Because they use ult of Xiaohu, they use ult of Lang as well. They had no ult on these targets. Aphelios also no ult. Maybe this is why they just refuse to fight, because Knight burned TP. It's just the issue in this game for top esports is they just have some kind of prio in bottom. And then Knight died, and there was a TP advantage. If Knight doesn't TP back on the wave there, he will fall too far behind to do anything in the matchup. So Sylas keeps TP and he goes for it. Rotation is better from Tarik and Aphelios. MF is still in position. MF finished Essence Reaver into IE. Let's slow this down here. How did 369 end up here? He thought there was a plant, or he's just chilling. It's kind of hilarious. I just think here they like. How did you end up there? Ornn just went past the turret. I think if you want to fight this, you do it now, but it will be so tricky because MF will get flanked by Set. And they don't know position of Aphelios, and Aphelios showed on bot or not? So Aphelios shows on bot, MF is already moving. Tarik and Aphelios is now wasting time, he's on golems. So maybe with their judgment they just think that 5 people are already here. And then 369 shouldn't walk past the turret. And then he flashed, and then Trundle pillar into Trundle ult. He gets so destroyed here. He takes so much damage. There was Sejuani ult from Xiaohu as well. So like sure, Azir interacts well in the sense that he can kite them well, but RNG can always fight on their conditions because they will be able to control all waves. Like Azir against these champs on the left is good, but he's going to have a hard time carrying because of Mercury value. Like Mercury is so OP, and MF ult will be cancelled, so if you buy MR into this team, you're going to have a great time. Like Adaptive Helmet counters top esports so hard. Lang has TP, against the contest is Xiaohu no R. Xiaohu TP'd back to go for this. Not sure why he went for like Xiaohu itemization choice going Zika's Arm Guard is pretty troll, even though Zika's Arm Guard is probably one of the most cost efficient items in the game when it's fully stacked. Like 150% or something like that. It's pretty wild. Tricky though that Aphelios here and Tarik, they don't really have a way to pass. It's almost like Aphelios and Tarik need to sack the wave and go around, because otherwise contesting this is pretty iffy. Like here you're committing so much, maybe you just give Rift Herald up. Maybe it's just better. Because using set TP for this feels awkward, and RNG's bot lane is out of position. The stream is so lag. Like the VOD is lagging, that's why it's like the VOD is just lagging. Just to make sure that we know. RNG still managed to figure it out somehow. Like Ming just dies straight up without doing anything. Like look at that. Look at Ming. Look at Ming, man. And then here, I think a kind of lack of coordination here, because Karsa is not paying attention. I think here, if top esports play this a bit slower, they don't need to continue forcing. They need to play on MF and Azir. Look at MF and Azir position. This right here, the call should be to finish Herald. But Karsa has smite. Karsa has smite. And then they hit the eye, and Karsa's walking past it, just chilling. He's chilling, he's chilling, he's chilling. I mean, honestly, the game is over. The game is giga over now. RNG they got the Rift Herald. Holy. Okay, not a lot to be happy about with top esports, honestly. The way they executed this. Like obviously they're behind and their combo is worse. And Mercury gives a lot of value. But if you look at what you need to... Oh, Leona got Herald. My bad. I thought they didn't. You're right, you're right. I'm wrong, sorry. Okay. My bad. You're right, you're right. Still, it's like, you know, when you're 3,000 gold ahead on first turret and also on kills, it's so huge because it's concentrated gold, you know? It's not that it's 3,000 gold spread around to 5 players. It's concentrated gold to Silas, to Seth, to Aphelios, and that's so huge. Because Ming doesn't have any of that gold. Like, Ming is probably the poorest motherfucker on the Rift. He's very poor. I just looking back at that fight. RNG take it, okay. They go for it. My consideration was because of RNG's bot lane's position, it looks bad. And like, look at Ming. What a maniac, Ming. Look at Ming. Flash. Whoa. And they still win the fight. Because top esports need to just kite back. Need to kite back, and then they hit the same targets together. But maybe the fight was just too good for RNG. Because they are ahead here, and the gold is amplified because of the fact that they get so much value from Mercs. Replay. Trundle survives initial engage, and then there we see the pillar. MF gets chunked to shit, man. And then I think just MF walked up too far. Like, why does MF continue? Imagine continue. She walks away here. What a maniac! I didn't even see this. Wow, he's wild. Jesus. No one needs to wait. Oh. Yeah, Sejuani pick was bad. Like, they should have picked Gragas. They need to pick Gragas. I don't like Protobelt too much on Silas because I feel like Hextech Revolver is already so good. I never go Protobelt unless I can buy it completely. Meaning, like, I never want to sit on a Kindle gem. I do the same with Fizz. I just feel like Kindle gem... Like, usually, champions like Silas and Fizz, they are determined... Oh, thank you so much, Apophenia. Apophenia 7. Make some mother freaking noise. 2 months. Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Honored. If they pick Gragas, RNG might pick Sedge and would be so good for RNG. Well, Trundle here was too big. Trundle was too good of a pick. Like, Trundle against this team, it's a big oof. I don't think Sejuani prio is that high, man. Gragas is very happy to play into Sejuani. I think the rotation should have been Ornn, Aphelios. Like, if they have Ornn, Aphelios, Gragas first 3, how can they actually lose? It's really, really wild. It's really, really strong first 3. Into set as well. And then if they pick Leona and go Lucian mid, I think they win draft. It's just Trundle is too strong here. Like, rotating Ornn, Sejuani, you give Trundle giga value. Giga value. And then you last pick Azir, you need to have AD mid. You are full AP team right now. Like, I don't care too much about Misfortune because, like, her damage is always decided on the factors of how the teamfight plays out. And you can easily say, okay, Trundle, just keep your pillar for MF ult and we're going to win. Honestly, Ming is running it down. Ming is running it down. What the hell was he doing there? What do you think? What are your thoughts on Aphelios build? Isn't better ER into IE? He went for pickaxe because of the base he had. I didn't review FX versus JDG. No. Like, Sejuani is whatever. Sejuani is not some gank machine. What are your thoughts on Darkwing Jax versus Deshai? Baba Smithy, I think you should hire them both. I think you put them in the same team. You put them on 100 Thieves, rename to 101 Thieves, and then just soar, man. You put Deshai mid, you convince the authorities that Darkwing Jax is not an import. Keep someday, you're good. Lang played this game really, really good. I very little to do in these fights. Ming dies. Not surprised there. What's happening here? It looked very good. And then now just stop. Just stop. Here, just stop. 2-0. Just stop. Walk away. Walk away. Everyone's low HP. You took a lot of MF, Azir soldier damage. Walk away. Instead they continue. And then the punch here. Us. Not sure why Lang itemized Stoneplate here. MR is so good. MR is so good. Did you review Fnatic vs G2? Yes, it's on YouTube. Jesus, RNG needed to just walk away after the first initial kills. They get the flank, they walk away, reset, and then they continue doing the same. They got plenty of gold from the situation, and all is good. All is fine and dandy. Now this blew the game wide open. And this was perfect. This was perfect. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Look at Ming. It's just walking in. Honestly, Ming looks like as if I am freaking playing it. This could be me. Do you still think Fnatic is best EU team? I never actually thought so. It's sometimes the words get misconstrued. It's like I thought Fnatic had the best week's performance, but I never thought that Fnatic would win against G2. Even though that game that they played, they should have won. What the hell? What the hell? How did we get here? Oh my god, man. No Trundle pillar. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. You need to learn. Walk away. Oh! 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 Holy set, man. But also the Sejuani ult, like what is the plan here? What is the plan here with the Sejuani ult? He has Mercury. Seju ult really troll. This engage is just giga troll. And then like everyone's committing, everyone's walking forward. And then just the flip, man. Look at the flip. And by the way, guys, Black Cleaver is a good buy in this game. Black Cleaver is a very good buy this game. For set. Don't clown the Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver is a very good purchase here. Look at how much armor the enemy team has. There's a Leona, there's a Sejuani, there's an Ornn. Everyone has 200 armor. Black Cleaver is good. But Deadman's Plate is pretty strange though. I think Deadman's Plate is pretty troll. Like, I get that you get the move speed, but armor is not so important in this game. Boom. Yeah, just Top Esports should have used this Nash to stall the game further. Because they legit maybe can win when Azir has 4 items. Azir 4 items, maybe they can win. But otherwise, no. Set can't match a split versus Ornn, can he? Yeah, he can. He will have prio. But he will not do anything unique. That is an Ornn build right there, man. You can't press Solari when you're the one being tossed like a pizza dough every time. In order to deny the set combo. It's kind of counterintuitive because I understand why. I understand why Ornn is going for Iceborne here. Because the more HP he itemizes, the better it is for Lang to toss him like a pizza dough. But at the same time, buying Solari is counterintuitive because it's based off of your bonus health. So I'm not a big fan of the planning right there. They're just using the timer here because MF showed on top. Top need to give up on turret. At least on ulted. I wonder if RNG should just walk away once again. Walk away. Walk away. Push top wave all the way. Don't lose so many creeps up there. Isn't Iceborne just kinda bad? Yeah, I'm trying to make sense of the build. Honestly, it's very difficult. I don't like the build. The Locket Tech, yeah. I think someone should be bottom. Like, just a crisp 1-3-1 is the way here. Like, Ornn can match, sure. Like, Ornn is not gonna ever suffer here. He has too much MR, too much armor. Maybe even wins, honestly. Maybe even wins. Like, Ornn is so OP. Maybe Ornn just wins split. Maybe they have to play 4-1. Bet he is floating. This is craziness as well. Like, RNG just walking in here. Like, right now nobody's showing and Silas is on top wave. And RNG is just walking in, man. They just don't give a damn. Like, the moment they get control of the Raptor bush, they don't let it go. But here it's like, it just looks like a perfect fight for top esports. But then, what happens? Sejuani gets fucking one-shotted. Whoa. Jesus. This just looks so good here for top. Because of Silas' position. But then it just doesn't matter. They're too far behind. Tarik ult comes down and it's GG. And there we go. That should be... Wait. Holy, how does this... Oh. Whoa. How, it's so... Iceborne Gauntlet, MF ult gets cancelled. I guess here the move is just to kill Leona and not R her. Not R her, force a flash and then walk away. Because even though RNG have a lot of item value in this game and they have power and split, it's hard for them to kill Azir realistically. There's no smite. There's no smite. Holy moly. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Ming just repaired everything. What? Okay. Well, it's so hard to reach conclusions over these games because top esports had 2 Nashers this game. 2 Nashers they had. They got 2 Nashers. Trundle got too much value. I think that's a big issue. I think Azir was the wrong pick. I think giving Aphelios trading for MF makes no freaking sense to me. This trade-off makes no sense to me. Tarik is stonks, I think. And Silas blind pick, that was unique. That was unique. And then this final fight was crazy. This was wild. Look at Ming Flash. Ming Flash was really good. I wonder if Knight had time to E. Because maybe he could have had time to E. The Shy is better than Faker right now. But here, honestly, you have to predict, no? You just E, like you E preemptively into Nash Pit. Because if they do, they can maybe win the game here. Holy Aphelios, man. Holy moly. It's not wise to give Aphelios. Okay. RNG, balls to the walls. Draft Kingdom, honestly. Draft Kingdom. I like their draft a lot. Like their draft a lot. I think Top Esports could have punished them hard. Imagine you have Orn Aphelios first rotation for set. That's such a free win. Orn Aphelios. If enemy picks Sejuani, you just pick Gragas. Who cares? You pick Gragas. Free. Top Esports could have definitely punished RNG draft. Like, it's not like Casa doesn't play Gragas, right? Nevertheless, that was game 1. Let's move on to game 2.